All right, so here is the video that's going to explain how to write your slave life essay. Okay, so I think this essay could be 2 to 3 paragraphs long. All right, I'm not looking for 5 to 6 pages. Okay, you could write a whole book on this, and there have been, but really I would like to see about 2 to 3 paragraphs. Okay. So the first paragraph is really going to be your introduction, and you're going to state, the first sentence is going to state your claim with reasons. So just rewrite the prompt to say something like, and you can use this, American slave life in the 1800s was bad because 1, 2, 3 reasons. I mean, you could say something different here. Okay. So you could say a combination of things here. All right. At least start off your sentence with American slave life in the 1800s was, and then come up with what you, as you were reading, what it was like. And why was it bad, or why was it these things? Here are your reasons, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's your first sentence. Easy points. Then after that, I want you to use Solomon Northup and or Mammy Harriet's story to support what you said in your first sentence. So if you're going to say it was bad, are you going to use Mammy Harriet's story? Maybe not. Maybe not so much. Okay. But you definitely could use Solomon Northup's. All right. So your first paragraph is going to either use Solomon or Mammy. And depending on what you say here, you can use both of them. Okay. So you can start off saying, according to Solomon Northup's narrative, he experienced blah, 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 X, Y, and Z, because that has to prove what you said here. It was bad or whatever because of this, this, and this. So they had a hard life. Well, okay, what was hard about it? And this is where you're going to put that right here, okay, with the details. So they didn't get much food, or they had to work forever. They were treated terribly, whatever you're going to say. All right. There you go. So that's going to be your first paragraph. It's going to state your claim with reasons, and then use Solomon Northup and or Mammy Harriet to back that up. All right. That's your evidence. Now the second paragraph, this is going to be a sentence that introduces your outside source. You're going to find one source using those research links that I provided to also back up your original sentence here. Okay. You can say another slave, and then put that person's name here, experienced the same thing or something similar along those lines. Or you could say even something different here. And then using your outside source, give examples of what they went through to support your claim. Okay. If you quote them, I give you copy and paste what they say, you better put quotation marks around it. Okay. I've read through these quite a bit. So you either need to sum it up in your own words, what happened to these people, or you need to quote and say where you got it from, like who was actually speaking. All right. Now, on the second paragraph or a third paragraph, you can state your conclusion. The conclusion is really a follow-up and of restating your claim and basically the argument you presented. All right. But to make it more impactful, I want you to explain to the reader why it's still important today to tell a story of the slavery experience. Why am I even having you research this? Why is it important to understand what people went through in the 1800s and further back? Why do we need to know this? Why should we never forget? Is what I'm trying to say. All right. So once you have those elements, I think you're going to have a really strong essay. And you can type like Kermit the Frog here. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, please email me, contact me, message me, all right? Do any of those things if you have any questions about it, okay? Thanks.